Ahoy hoy. Are y'all ready to die? And let's play Final Fantasy XIV? Alright, here we go. Heaven on High, floors 81 to 90. This might become an extra video. If I die, I'll probably leave it in depending on how the other file goes. Because the other file obviously has a lot to do to get here. And, you know, it's just one of those things. So, let's go ahead and use a site. See what we can do to get some things. Now, we didn't get to see most of these in House of the Dead because they were in the floor set after that Behemoth boss. But they are the same as in House of the Dead. These gorillas, they'll beat their chest, and it does a huge thing like the mammoths from earlier, where they Ow. Woof. Okay. Some rough stuff. And you can see the golden chimeras. The golden chimeras in Heaven on High are actually a little bit easier to deal with because they don't roam anymore. They're no longer the roaming monster. In House of the Dead, they're the roaming monster, and that makes them especially dangerous because if you fight multiple at once, you are very likely to get your shit kicked in. Let's see. Heavenly Garula is the roamer, and they aren't any less crazily bad. So... risk an alteration for the next floor. When this Garula gets up here, we're gonna go all out on it. Just to get it out of the way. I glanced at a guide before I came in here, and I'm not going to talk as much just because there's a lot going on that I don't want to have to. God damn it, my phone. Sorry, what's that? Dragon's voice, just get next to it. Easy enough. Might want to go ahead and pull it out of the room, though. And while I'm doing that, I can grab my stupid phone and turn it off, because fuck you, phone. Shut up. Oh, no silence quite yet. Woo! Scary. See, they're not so bad. You just have to pay attention. But if you do get ram's voiced, you will be frozen solid. it will deal near lethal damage, and then it will just kill you with auto attacks before you can unfreeze. So don't let it do that to you. And you can pretty much see that time is going to be against us in almost every conceivable imagining. And that's no bueno, but you know, all you can really do with this place when you're in it alone is try your best, and if you make it, you make it, and if you don't, you don't. And short of using exploits, there's really no way to, you know, essentially force victory or whatever. So that's really annoying. Got a Garula in there. Got a lot of stuff in there. I don't think we really have time for this, so I'm just gonna pull a petrification and kill it all. Some guides will note that this is like technically the hardest floor set because it has a boss at the end. And I would say that's true simply from the time limit perspective. Sure is a nice looking floor set though, huh? Got like these fountains and like, it's like a garden. In a way, it kind of makes me think of Final Fantasy XI's Sky Zone and Tulia, but not exactly. You know, it's not the right color and all that, but the garden aspect of it makes me feel that way, so. Let's go the other way real quick. Yep. You always want to be on the lookout first and foremost for dashing monsters. Or not dashing, you know what I mean, roaming monsters. Especially in these floor sets, they get pretty ridiculous. So don't be afraid to use your cooldowns, don't be afraid to use your Pomanders. Sometimes Heaven on High and Palace of the Dead feel like catch-22s, because it's like, I can't solo the next floor set if I don't have Pomanders, but I can't solo this floor set if I don't have Pomanders, so it's like, or if I don't use them. So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't, so go ahead and use them. Smoke them if you got them. Could you not? Went that way, and there's this Dooflatchet beating his chest. Oh, there's about to be a Dooflatchet over here beating his chest. Whenever they eat the banana and start beating their chest, you can't pull them, because with that attack up boost, not only are they trying to put bomb stacks on you, like they'll stop beating their chest when you pull them, but they don't. The attack up buff is of such severity that when they do browbeat, you will take like 50k damage in addition to their auto attacks. So it's basically a death sentence to pull them when they still have the attack up buff on. That's another way they sort of like drain your time in these floor sets. There's all these monsters that you need to be, you know, pretty much waiting to pull. Like, And waiting, you know, translates to less time. And at this point, overkill for anything is not a bad idea. Better to overkill than underkill anything in here. Especially if you don't got a raising Pomander going. These guys aren't so bad. It's typical Minotaur or Cyclops gameplay. Just make sure you don't get hit by the Hex. If you get hit by Hex, that gaze, you turn into a pig and he just eats you. So, don't do that. I don't think they're stunnable. Yeah, I didn't think so. You should be doing the crazy big swing here in a second. Oh, just the swipe again. Okay. Maybe it's only the Cyclopses that do the swing. But, I kind of forget. Well, I don't even kind of forget. I just sort of... I fucking forget. I'm gonna wait for a little more HP before I open this box, because it could be a Mimic. Witching. That's not too bad. We can just go up, so maybe we can... Nope. We can't. Okay. No, no, after you, son of a bitch. I'd love to go check on that silver and see what it is, but I don't want to backtrack and waste time either. Let's just get on up. Think we got debuffs? Gloom and no abilities. Okay, that's actually pretty bad. So, let's see, let's pop a fortune. An alteration. Safety. Pop our sprint. Let's petrify these Mama Jammas. We've made the most of this floor set. That's a roamer. I don't feel like trying to fight anything with Gloom. So let's just check these treasure chests, hope that they're not mimics, and go up. If they are mimics, I might have to use a frickin' Magicite, so that's kind of bad, but... man, what can you do? Although I think at this point, silver chests and brown chests, they can no longer be mimics. So like, only gold chests can turn into mimics. And as such, your gold chest rate of them actually being mimics has increased because all mimic possibilities outside of using alteration pomanders, you know, is a thing, so. Bitch! Oh, no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. It's a waste of a Magicite, I know. but I just don't have... God, what a fucking waste. Okay, we might as well go check the other rooms. Well, at least we got our petrification back. Really got to save that Odin for the boss. We're gonna be so low on time by if we get there. It's my own dumb mistake. I should have known that roamer was going to come, and instead of trying to just immediately go up, I should have moved back into the corner of the room and waited for it to go by. And from here on out, if we get any like gloom floors or no items or, you know, bad debuffs, we're just gonna Serenity. Because we won't be able to handle them. And look, we got debuffed again, so... Oh, that's not a bad debuff. Like, yes, it's not ideal, but of all the debuffs you can get, it's not that bad. Oh, look, the alterations put the mimics in a silly room, so no skin off our knees. Let's just wait for that Garula to come, and I'm gonna try to speed things up a little. I'm gonna go ahead and do this sort of stuff. My choices may be questionable, but you know, it's just this sort of thing. But you can see how important HP is, like, as well. I mean, we lost 13k HP from this debuff, and like, it's not bad enough. Since it's just HP down, you know, there's no reason to use a Serenity. Because, you know, we can make up for our low HP with potion spam and making sure we keep our HP high. The autos between the stomps. On a non-tank, those stomps do like 10k per stomp or some shit. It's ridiculous. Oh, witching. Oh, you know what? I'll take a fight where I don't have to use any potions. What kind of annoys me about witchings is I feel like when it turns them into anything that they should take more damage, but they don't. It would be nice if they did, but they don't. These normal elephants, they're the snipers of the floor set, so it can be nice to get rid of them because then you don't have to worry about them trying to snipe you in the hallways. That Ryujin over there, which is like Dragon Man, they just they hit really hard. They have an extra auto attack, thing that's like, you know, frontal punch or forceful punch or something. And then if you get behind them, they do an instant or nearly instant cast elbow drop that deals pretty much lethal damage. It might not kill a tank in one hit, but it'll nearly kill them, and if you're a non-tank, you'll just die. So don't get behind them. I hate when the thing does this. It gives us really big floors. It's annoying. Oh, got all sorts of monsters here. Fantastic. There's a gorilla in there, so you want to be kind of careful, not to be confused with a gorilla. But you don't want to be within sight. You want to be behind a wall, because when it starts beating its chest, if you're not behind a wall, you're usually, like, it just ate the banana. Did you hear that sound? Yeah. So, oh, there's two in there apparently. Heard the second one eat a banana. So that's gonna make pulls out of that room a little bit more tricky. Oh look, the passage is activated. Do we have any concealments? We do, but they're still beating their chests. Let's just go ahead and conceal, since they're not beating their chests now, and go on up. We could check the treasure chest, but if they're mimics, then we're screwed. So we're just going up. I think we got buffed instead of debuffed. Nope, just debuffed. Oh. Okay. Oh. Be the first time a mimic decided to be a jerk face. You know what I mean, though? We were overdue to fight one. Overdue to fight one. And it's not hitting me very hard because even though it's an imp, we've got the steel on, so. Know that now. Damn thing. Yeah. The game gave us mimics again from our alteration, but on the bright side, they're in a dead end again. I'm just gonna use an intuition just cause. I'm not actually gonna go out of my way for the horde, but it just kind of bothers me having them and not using them. So. Now, I believe the roaming monster is going to change. If not this floor set, the next floor set is going to turn into these, like, Allegan enhanced Cyclopses. And they're kind of nasty because they have the big swing that can one-shot you, and, like, Glower and Eye of the Beholder and all that stuff. Oh, never mind. I guess it's already changed. It's these heavenly Shinzais, or Shinzais. Those things are kind of nasty to fight because they do like a looping like Thunder 3 or something like that that gives you magic vulnerability, and so it starts hurting more and more. They hit really hard. I don't think they're stunnable either, so it's. Going to be something I sort of avoid if I can, but we're going to have to probably battle one eventually here. There's a regular Cyclops. A couple of regular Cyclopses. Oh, Fomander Strength. Probably good idea to just refresh those. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and refresh those so I don't have to worry about it. I think I'm also gonna go ahead and use a site commander. Okay, so we're on the right track here. We just need kills. There's Flower. And there's Swing. Get really far away from it. Boom, no threat. I probably could have killed him before he got it off, but... Uh-oh, we got stuff coming. Let's back it up. Hope that the trolling monster doesn't see us before we have to, you know, dodge stuff again. I'd fight it, but I don't want to take the chance. Although I know for a fact that I can actually kill those things, because I have before, but it's kind of risky. At least the way I remember them being. But maybe my memory's not all it's cracked up to be. Let's grab this Matanga. The only reason I haven't been fighting the other Matangas is because I think they're an ugly monster. They're not actually that hard to fight, though. They're basically just reskinned Gigas from a Realm Reborn areas, you know? You start to see that sort of stuff the longer you play this game. It's like, oh, that's just a reskinned Gigas. Like, you start to notice that it's in the exact same, like, pose. It has some of the exact same, you know, telegraph moves, swing patterns, you know, that sort of thing. But it could be worse. I'm really hoping that that silver is a Magicite to make up for the Ifrit we wasted earlier. Because I fully expect to run into some shitty floors and have to use the rest of my Serenities. I'm pretty sure that if we make it through this floor set, we're going to be completely out of commanders and stuff. So. Alright, passage is open. Sad times. But at least it wasn't an explosion or like anything else. Oh, there's the debuff squad. And yeah, that's all untenable together. Like, it's not the worst it could be. Like, we might be able to struggle through it if we had to, but no. Oh, look, we got yet another new roamer. It's a dead end too. Where are those other roamers at? Okay. We're not going to kill this thing before that thing gets here, so let's make a movement. This is sort of, you know, like if you hadn't noticed, this is also a time where you have to start considering what you're gonna fight and start trying to avoid stuff as much as possible, because if you don't, it's all likelihood that even if you don't die from getting multiple things fighting you at once, which would basically mean you're in a group, the chances of you, you know, having to fight something almost immediately again and again and again is like, you know, it becomes a waste of your time. Like insofar as, you know, like, how you're dealing with, or how fast you're able to kill things, you know? Like, if you had an hour and a half in here, it would actually still technically be possible to run out of time. Sometimes the RNG is just that bad. Of course, there's no way for me to, like, actually prove that empirically, because the time limit is always 1 hour, but I really, like, you would see so many more people with the Floor 100 achievement if they just upped the time limit to 90 minutes. Because so many people are just, you know, they're more careful than they are. I have no idea when this guy's gonna turn around. That's not ideal. These guys do a stacking poison debuff, and it's AoE. And so it's really bad. Like, it'll start to really add up here, too. And if you're trying to fight them in a room, or like you pull them at range or something, they suck you in. So it's like double bad. I guess you can line of sight it. It's good to know. Although there's a lot of things you can actually line of sight in here, so just one of those things, I suppose. Oh, look, that guy looks like the second boss in Circus Tower. Let's get rid of this frickin' elephant poser. Man, our kill speed is really slow. We just we gave him like a full freaking, you know, birthday suit here, and he's just sort of like, yeah, what up, man? Man, I am surprised he did not aggro that thing. Works for me. Alright, let's go see what's in this other room. Okay, well, works for me. He's got the ring AoE. I think he starts doing like a, yeah, stacking debuff thing. It's actually really bad. I'm trying to remember why I don't fight these things. It's like, oh, that's why. They're not so bad though by themselves. Like, nothing in here really is. I mean, something. Alright, we can go up. Floor 87, 88, and 89 to go. Oh, we're blind. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. I think I'll use a petrification for this floor. I think I'll use a fortune and a sight. And then we're going to sprint and petrify. And the goal whenever you use a petrify is to make sure you kill enough monsters to unlock the Room of Passage. And we're not really gonna... Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go up because time is still a concern, and if we go check that gold, it's possible it could be a mimic. I don't want to fight a mimic while I'm blind. Son of a bitch. What do we now? No Magicite and no abilities? Well, I mean, we weren't going to use Odin anyway. But, I guess we could use a safety and a petrification for this floor. It really kind of sucks, because the petrifications are your get out of jail free card. And, they feel like such a waste, but, I mean, it's that or the Serenity, and we can't guarantee that the next floor won't have debuffs, so, you know, it's kind of whatever. Maybe I should have used the sight to see where the passage is. We've already unlocked it. Now we just have to get there. Let's use concealment. Please don't explode. Okay, that's good enough. I'll take it. It didn't explode and ruin my concealment, so I'll take it. We got rid of the traps, so all we have to do now is run to the room. You can also kind of see that these upper floors, it always seems like they're more dickish about giving you pomanders, and that's why it's so important to like conserve your stock in the earlier floors, because if you don't, you know, you get up here where you have to start using everything and calculating the risk of using stuff, and sometimes use stuff you don't want to use just to make sure you don't die. Like, it happens and it sucks, but you know, it's the game. No! Son of a bitch. I don't want to fight you. I don't have abilities. I guess their Vuln stack mechanic sort of acts as a soft enrage, a very soft enrage for a normal monster, because that's going to start really cutting into us the longer this guy's alive. But fortunately, he stops the cast so much that we sort of get our... God. Die already, dude. Jeez. goodness that Goo Goo didn't get any closer. Jeez. Oh look, we got a Gloom floor. Okay, very well. This makes it really pretty if you ask me, but we don't have petrification. Okay, well, we'll do what we can. Ow. I might have to blow the Serenity. I think I'll go ahead and blow the steel. Kind of bad because the next floor set, the auto attacks get so ridiculous that, you know, stuff is bad, but I already used a frailty, but we can use a frailty again if we wind up having bad times, so. I didn't mean to use my really good cooldown, but I did. Dos no bueno. Let's take him back. That motherfucker, was he able to hit me from like 8 billion feet away? Like, you son of a bitch. Man, it's because they have sprint from the Gloom status. Jesus. As long as we can get by without this other cat aggroing us, we'll be okay. In fact, we'll actually fight him. Seems legit. chest? Serenity, okay. It's kind of nice. Oh hey! We got Corrigans. Unlock the passage, you sons of bitches. Alright. Hey, listen to me. Let's not be greedy and let's just go ahead and go up. Because I can show you the final boss, the Heaven on High. And I didn't think I'd make it this far. I thought for sure I was going to die this floor set. It's on pins and needles this whole time. But look at this. Okay, not only is it like an epic, like, cool scenery, you know, room and whatnot, but look, it's a fucking Zandi clone. He's renamed Onra, but like his, you know, it's a Zandi clone. Like, look at him. He's straight up a Zandi clone from fucking Circus Tower. So, you know, yeah. But we're just gonna Odin him. Goodbye, you son of a bitch. I don't kowtow to nobody. Whew. The sad thing is that, you know, this is the last lobby, by the way. This is the last lobby for the tower. But the sad thing is that, you know, with how low we got on Pomanders, I'm pretty sure that this file is borked. That this file is just fucking done. So, maybe the next video will be me. It'll either be me wiping in that floor set or possibly clearing. So that'll be more interesting, maybe, sort of, kind of, in a way. And obviously I have the backup file that I still have to catch up. That's 2 floor sets behind and has no Odin Pomander. So, if that file actually makes it to that boss with enough time, I'll show the actual fight with it, I guess. But I'd really rather not. But yeah, you saw how many that's nothing important. Like a fucking materia. Yep. Looks like that person's just trying to queue into the Duty Finder version of it and level their red mage that way. It's really good EXP in there, you know. 2.2 million a run in the higher 60s and like 1.5 million in the lower 60s. Like, it's good EXP, especially if you're in a group. But yeah, so that was literally every boss in Heaven on High. So I've actually shown you, I haven't shown you all the content that's in the Heaven on High because I haven't shown you the regular enemies for the next floor set, which are all bastards, by the way. But I'll show that off next time. And whether we die or not, you know, like, the only other thing would be if we actually made it to the top, we'd get a big achievement, and it would look cool at the top because it's like you're actually on top of the tower, and like you can see for miles across the sky, but like you're so high up you can't see the ground anymore for some reason. So I guess you're in like the fucking stratosphere or something. So, but anyway, thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day.